Hello everyone, my name is Paula and here on YouTube and Instagram, but not Facebook, I am Stitched by Mrs D, and I've got my, I'm just going to carry on because I can't do it again. I've got an online shop where I sell bags and baskets for knitters and crocheters, but you don't have to keep knitting or crocheting, you can keep lipsticks in them if you want, or anything. And I also make and sell small little animals, stuffed ones. I can't stop, I've got to keep going, I've got to. If you see the outtakes from the other ones, you'll understand. I've just got to keep going. I make small little teddy bears, let's say that, teddy bears for display only. Whew. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got, this eye is very swollen up. I went to sleep last night and, well, before I went to bed, I had something in my eye. And I thought I'd got it out, but I don't know if I did. I can't feel anything and my eyeball isn't red. So, I don't know if you can tell the difference. But this eye is quite swollen all down here. Oh, they don't actually look that different because I've got quite bulbous eyes anyway. But that one is more swollen. If you were to see me in real life, you'd know what I meant. Anyway, this is part 2 of the catch-up from that I posted a video about. How long ago was that? Maybe about 3 weeks ago. I've got all my timings wrong. This was supposed to be recorded last week, but I've got in a right muddle with the school holidays. It is the school holidays now, but Lizzie's gone shopping with her friend today. Meg is having a Meg day, which is where she lays in bed all day. So I've taken her some tea and toast so she won't disturb us. And James is in there watching something with Gary and Lillian. So, oh, here comes Ian. So the coast is clear. Yes, last week, I don't know why I thought that the school holidays were, well, I don't know. I got it all wrong. Let's just put it like that. Got it all wrong. And I was expecting to be able to, well, it don't matter, does it? But I'm here. So this is overdue, but never mind. So this is the second part of the, oh, I can't stop, I've got to keep going. This is the second part of the video that I filmed a few weeks ago. This is all the other stuff that I didn't show you last time. I've got quite a bit. And I've also got in this bag my East Anglian Yarn Festival purchases, which I haven't shown you yet. Let's have a thumbnail. I don't know whether to do that now, actually. No, I'll tell you what, I'll show you a few things as we go along and then I'll do that. Right, let me think, have I got anything else to tell you? I live in Norfolk, I've got a husband, 3 children, 18-year-old twins and a 14-year-old singleton. I've got 2 dogs, 2 black and white cats and 2 guinea pigs, and that is it at the moment. I'm not planning on adding, but I would really like to adopt an elderly cat. Oh, Ian wants to go in that room. I'm just going to let him in. Hang on. Yeah, I've got no plans for one, but I am keeping an open mind. I don't want a kitten, but I always have 3 cats. I hope James isn't. I don't care if he won't mind, even if he is listening. But I haven't mentioned it to him yet, but I am keeping my eyes peeled. The problem is, quite often old cats are set in their ways, and this is quite a busy house for an old cat to come into, so it'd have to be the right person. Like my cat granddad, he was 13 and nothing fazed him at all. He was very, very experienced in all types of things, so he was all right. I don't know, we'll keep our eyes open, shall we, and see what comes our way. There is one I like, but it is it doesn't want to live with anybody at all apart from people, so it can't come here, but it would be nice if it could, but it can't. Right, let's have a look what's in these bags, shall we? Shall I show you something that I finished first? Well, I say finished, but I have actually got the tow to Kitchener. Very nice indeed. So these are called the Fairground socks, and it's a pattern by Kay Jones. I've made these before with self-striping yarn, but I've never made them with this kind of yarn before. What would we call this? You know, a non-striping one. So here they are. Isn't it lovely? I love this pattern, and I hadn't made this pattern for a while, and it took me, I think, a row, and I was back into it again. Once I did the first pattern row, I was back into it. That's very nice, isn't it? I think it's a 4-row repeat, and only 1 row of that is doing a pattern, if I remember precisely. If I remember rightly, I did finish these a little while ago. I think that is right. But look, I think that's just a lovely, lovely pattern, and I think it looks nice with this kind of wool and self-striping. This, I made the medium size, and it comes in 3 different sizes, the pattern does. Small, medium and large. I'd make the large for James. In fact, I have made him the large. I made him some Christmas ones. Now this wool was very, very nice to knit with. Let me tell you what it is. Look, these ones are still on the needle. It's only got a little bit of, I've only got a Kitchener, that will take me less than 5 minutes. In fact, I don't know why I haven't done it. Maybe it's because I know it'll just take me 5 minutes. And I think I've got time for that any time I want. So this wool, I've just had to look it up, because I thought I knew, and I was right. It was by Rosie's Moments, and it was a present for me from Sue and Sean. They sent me a lovely parcel, and it was like magical. So it came in a ball, and as you knit it, you reveal presents that you collect as you knit it. So it's actually stuffed into the ball. So as you knit, you uncover some presents. I'll show you a few of the things I got, shall I? Here it is. It is Rosie's Moments, and it's called a Giftable. A skein of yarn filled with gifts, 100 grams, 425 meters, 75% superwash Falkland merino and 25% nylon, and the colour is blue skies. So you knit, and all these presents start coming out, unless you do what I did and know a present is coming and just dig a little bit deep and get it out before you come to it. So let me show you a few examples of the things that came out of it. Look. So we got all sorts of little buttons. These ones, they say handmade with love. And then I've got these little floral wooden buttons as well. Got a handmade tag, handmade with love. All sorts of stitch markers came out and progress keepers, so that's one there. Some bigger buttons. I won't show you everything, although it looks like I am. Look, a little packet of buttons. Another little progress keeper. some needle stoppers, and the crescendo right in the middle of it, which I definitely did have to dig out, was this bag. And in it, shall I show you, if you've got one and you haven't opened it yet, it was a big button and look, a tiny little ball of wool. It was just such a nice thing to have, and what a lovely present to receive and a lovely present to give someone as well. Yeah, so I got a pair of socks and a load of stuff out of it as well, and I've got, I think, about that much left, because when I got to the bottom I did like make a new ball so I could get the remaining presents out of it. But it was very motivational, you know, to do a few more rows so you could get to the next thing. But I, like I said, I did do quite a bit of digging. I'd poke the needles in to see if I could feel stuff, and if I did, I pulled it out. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. And I'd like to make another pair of socks in this pattern actually. I haven't got any socks on the needles at the moment, but I'll show you the other ones that I've finished next time. I feel like I'm chasing my tail a bit, but I'd really like to make another pair of these. Yeah, so that's the Fairground socks by Kay Jones. So that's my first thing, and I'll kitchener those socks in a little while. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna I'm gonna carry on with, I'm going to show you this blanket now because I haven't shown it to you for a little while. This is the James sock blanket. I thought I'd give you a look at this because you haven't seen it for a while, and also I haven't really done very much on it for a little while until the other day. So I make James, who is my husband, a lot of socks. I love it. He loves it as well. I really like the sort of wool that I use to make his socks because I love the mystery of a ball like this. Like, what pattern is going to come next? What colour is going to come next? So it's not a chore at all to make him lots of socks, and he likes wearing them and he appreciates them as well. But I had a lot of little bits left over, so I thought, well, I know, every time I finish a pair of socks, I'll just put whatever's left into a blanket. And this is the hook I'm using. It's a 3.5mm hook. So that's what I've been doing. I think this has been going on for several years now. It's very nice. He likes it as well. So I don't break the wool when I've had enough of a colour. I just crochet until I've used that ball up. Where would I have been last time you saw it? I don't know, but I'll show you where we're up to now. Oh, I like it a lot. Right. So it's quite big now. I remember all these, I remember all the socks. It's not quite big enough, but it is getting there. So it covers it covers my legs, but I think he'll probably want it to come up here, so I'm going to have a little bit more to do, but I don't know. So you can see this one here that I'm now putting in at the top. This is some of the Yarn Smith's wool, and I've nearly finished putting that in. I find it enjoyable to do. I really like it. What is this ticket here? And I really like the difference, that how different all of these look in crochet how much more different they look in this compared to how they look in socks. That's what I'm trying to say. Look, because I like the way that that bit there is stacked on top of that bit. I really like that. And I like all these little individual little pink nubbins here. And I like how random it is as well. And I don't think, oh yes, well next I'll be putting another blue next to that blue. I think you can see it's random. I'm just doing whatever. And he likes it as well. Oh, he said my blanket. I wondered where that had got to. But I don't know how long I'll have to do it. I'll measure it on him later and see what he says. Because I've got enough to start another one, really. Well, I've definitely got enough. Look, I've got all of these left to go. But it's a good way, because I wouldn't really know what to do with all these otherwise. And it would be such a waste, because there's some lovely ones here. Like this one here. My friend Claire sent me that one. And he loves these socks. Got all sorts of nice things. Look, a rainbow one. I'll be interested to see how that crochets up. We've got a little tangle here, which I like. I like a tangle. I got sent a tangle once. I saw the people who sent me the tangle actually at the East Anglian Yarn Festival, which was very nice. I better not sort this out now, but I will enjoy doing that. What's this? Yeah, this is the Redu one that I showed you last week. It wasn't last week, was it? A few weeks ago. But yes, this is where we're up to. So if I remember, you ain't got to remember anything, that the last time I showed this to you, I was at the Yarn Smiths, the red. I'll remember that. I might keep this on my lap actually, because I'm a bit chilly. I've got my hot water bottle. I just don't know what to do this time of year, do you, with clothes? Because I feel like I should be springy, but it's cold. But then when I start moving, I get hot. So I'm going for a walk after this up to, I want to get some new spring stuff to put in my little pots outside my front door, because all of my daffodils have come to the end of their time. They were lovely. I didn't know what to expect with them. They had the sweetest, tiniest little faces. It looked like Jasper had planted them. They were his size. If Jasper had a garden, that's how big the daffodils would be in his garden. This is Jasper. My friend come round the other day and called him the pregnant teddy bear. I had to say he's not pregnant. Just cross because I brought it up again. Sorry, Jasper. Yeah, I want to go and get some more. So I'm a bit worried about, because I know I'll be all right on the way there, but on the way back I'm going to be hot. And I've got a dress on and tights. But I know I'm going to need a coat on the way there, but I'm not going to need one on the way back. I could take this cardigan off, couldn't I? I'll tell you what I did the other day with this cardigan. I accidentally, because I was in a hurry, I put it on backwards. And then I realised it'd make a great jumper. Wouldn't it? I'm going to keep it like that now. Wouldn't it be good? Yeah. When I'm at home alone, I just wear the clothes however they go on. I know it sounds silly, but my neighbour came to the door the other day. She said, your cardigan is on inside out. I said, I know. I don't care. I'll just put it on. and then people talk about me when they go home. But wouldn't this make a nice jumper? I'll just think about how I could do it. So this pattern is Martin's Story, and it's called the I get asked this a lot. The Touree. I think it's Torrie cardigan, and it's in one of those Rowan magazine books. But I think you can get it on Ravelry as well. Martin's Story for Rowan Touree. Torrie. And the original has got toadstools on it, and I have made the original pattern, but I wanted this one to just have bunnies on it. See what I could do, because I made Meg a jumper. She wanted a picture of a cat from Adventure Time on the front. No, it was a jumper that someone from Adventure Time wore. She wanted a cat, so I could use that pattern again and just fit these bunnies in, because I think that'd be nice. I'd love a bunny jumper, but I've already got enough fish to fry at the moment, so I better not start it yet. Maybe a Christmas one would be nice. If I did it in red, oh yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Or green. Because bunnies aren't just for the spring, you know, they are for the Christmas as well. I don't think that's going to catch on, do you? Right, I'm going to show you my shawl now. If you watch my February vlogs, you'll know I have not done anything on this since I last showed it to you. However, if you didn't watch my February vlogs, this will be new to you. So I love making big shawls, so I decided I wanted to make this one, which is called here we are. It's called the Glow Hair Frost Shawl, and it's by Stephen West. Now everybody has their thing, don't they? Some people like things, some people don't. And I've never really been attracted to Stephen West's shawls before. I think they're clever and I admire his creativity, but they're not, that's my hot water bottle, they're not always my sort of thing. But there was something about this one that tickled my fancy. So here you go. I really like that. I like the look of it. I like the way the colours are. I like the mixture of 3 colours and this fluffy stuff as well. Although you could definitely make it without the fluffy stuff. Although the look of that bit would be different. And I think the look of that bit would be different. And that bit. And that bit. But you could do it. It just have a little bit of a different look to it. But I really like this. I like the way I like that pattern there. I like that there. Well, I like it all. I like the way that it's all different techniques, all different lace, because I love knitting lace. You won't get bored. Having said that, I haven't touched it since February, but that's not the shawl's fault. That's my fault. Right, so here we are. This is what I've done so far. Oh, it's very nice. And now I've got it out, I want to make it tonight, and I really do want to get this done. Of course, I've got 2 more big things in my head that I want to do, and I don't want to start anything else big until I've got this big thing out of the way. Oh, isn't it nice? Look at that. So this bit from there up to there is all knitted in one colour, but these lines here and these different, I don't know if you can see that bit, but that bit there is all different, 3 different colours as well. that is done by adding in a different colour of mohair or fluffy stuff as you knit the pattern. And now I'm onto this peachy section here. You can use you use 3 different colours, but I think it'd look really nice if you just use one colour and then use 3 different colours of these fluffy things as well. I think that'd look really nice. I love the way these bobbles were made. I've never made bobbles with that technique before, and I think that was the best technique I've ever used. Look how magnificent they all look. They're proper bobbles, aren't they? I'll show you the colours that I'm using. So this is the first one. This is by Ducky Darlings and it's called Blossom. It's very nice. It's a very pale pink and it's got some green in it as well and some flashes of a darker pink. That is colour 1. Colour 2, I'm hoping I've got the band for. Yes, here it is. That is by Bluebird Yarn. What a lovely picture. I don't know why, but I wanted to go. But that hasn't got anything to do with that. And the colour is called Emma Woodhouse. And this one is BFL. And it does feel different to this one because this is a merino nylon. But I don't mind that at all. In fact, it's quite nice to have different textures. Oh dear, this is in a bit of a muddle. This is going to be colour 3. Oh, beautiful. And it's called Piglet and it's by Bird Street Yarn. Lovely. And these are my 3 different colours of fluffy stuff. Hopefully this is the receipt so I can tell you. Yes, here we are. So this first one is Drops Kid Silk in the colour Off-White. This one is Drops Kid Silk in the colour Light Peach. And this one is Fibre Spates Cumulus in the colour Herbert. I love that name. I'll have to remember that for future friends we might get in the house. Herbert. I like that name. I have to remember that. So I got that to go with that. I think this one has got alpaca in it. And I got that one to go with that one. And I got that one to go with that one. You see? Oh, I could eat that. Candy floss. So they're my colours. I'm very pleased with them. I really, really like the pattern. I think it's written clearly. It's easy to follow and it's broken down nicely. And it's written per row. And what I'm doing is ticking off each row as I do it. It's written out and then I'm just ticking it off each section as I go along. And I just think it's really nice. It's a lovely pattern. And now I'm looking at it, I want to knit it tonight. So I'm going to. I'd like to get to, where's the picture? So this is where I am at the moment. I'm up to about there. So I think I've got one more repeat of this lace and cable here. You see? So I think I'll end up with 3 of these love hearts. I know they're not love hearts, but that's what I'm going to call them. Oh, I'm hot. And then I've got a few stripes and then I'll go on to my last colour. How lovely. Look at that. So that's where I am. So I've got all that to go, which is actually quite a bit because the old stitch increases will pick up a bit now, won't they, I expect. Yeah, it's lovely, and there are charts and written instructions. I'm going by the written instructions at the moment. But so far so good, and I'm really enjoying it. I do like to make shawls this time of year because I think it's a good time of year to block them quickly, because the problem I've got is Ian. He and Doug, well, he used to be a sod for getting on a shawl that was blocking, and Kim, oh, Pam's not so bad. She's stuck in her ways. She likes she's got very particular parts of the house and garden that she likes to go to, so she's not interested in shawls. But Ian, oh, he would love to lay on this. So I like to block them this time of year, outside, in the sunshine, on a warm day, and they don't take very long. So it'd be good if I could get this done, blocked and ready to wear for when it turns chilly again, even though it is chilly now. So let's have a look at it. It's pretty, isn't it? I'm really pleased with it. Maybe that, no, let's stop doing that. Lovely. Oh yeah, we'll knit that tonight. I'm just about to finish a book, so I have got a pair of, have I? No, I finished them last night. I finished the pair of socks last night. Oh, I might have to cast on a new pair of socks for James then, today, for book knitting. Yeah, I will do that. Maybe I'll use what I'm going to show you in a minute in my East Anglian Yarn Festival purchases. Right, let's move this down here. I'm now going to show you a new blanket that I've started. And then this will lead me on very nicely to my East Anglian Yarn Festival purchases. Right, so I've started a big blanket, everybody. Oh dear. So Ellie from Craft House Magic has started a club in, oh, I've just remembered another thing I haven't shown you. I'm going to have to save that for next time. Has started a club, another club, a minis club, but there's also the option for, I can't find the ball bands in it, for like a 100-gram skein as well. Well, I had them all the other day. Maybe they're in here. Oh well. Yeah, so Craft House Magic, these are from. Oh, they're all in the bottom. Right, so the first club I was attracted to, the first one for January, so I bought it. And the theme was, Come On Eileen. Dun, 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 dun. That brings back memories of my childhood, that song. I think my dad must have liked it. And also, the old Nan's name is Eileen. And I remember my uncle at a party once, this song come on, and he was trying to get her up to dance to it by going, Come on, Eileen. She did not get up. The old Nan is not a dancer. So these are the colours that were in the first pack. I've got to make sure I've got one of each square, because I'm doing something with these. You will see what I'm on about in a minute. Right, here we are. So these are the colours, were the colours for the first pack. So it's a mixture of greens, dark purples, dark blues, a paler blue and a paler purple. So I've turned them all into crochet squares, but what I'm doing is having one row, it's a five round granny square, and I'm making sure that I've got one of each colour in each square, but each time the colour is in a different spot. So I've got, these are all the green ones, Although I'm upset, I've only got 4 of these ones because I did manage to leave one on my holiday that I went on. Well, it wasn't a holiday. What was it? It did feel a bit like a holiday when I went to see Kelly at Lay Family Yarn. I think I've left it in our little house that we stayed in. So that's the first one. And then I must have already sorted this out because this was easier than I was expecting. This is the second selection. So they're all the same. They all end with the dark blue. And then I've got, these are all the lighter blue ones. Although it appears I've not got one of them. Where's that gone? But it doesn't matter, I'll find it later. And then I've got the darker purple ones. And then the lighter purple ones. Yeah, I've got some. I know I haven't sewn their ends in. These are the ones where I've sewn the ends in and haven't done those ones yet. So that's why I haven't got the right amount. So there they all are. That's the first month. And then the second month, well, actually, I hadn't started this because I didn't know what I was going to do. And then the second month went on sale. And I thought, I might use them and make a blanket this year. So the next one for February was called Unchained Melody. And this time they are pinks, purples, lilacs, mauve, would we say puce? I don't know why I have to act so daft all the time. Right, this is a better way to show it to you. These are all the colours for the next time. So I've done the same again. I've made sure that each square has all the colours in them, but in a different order each time. So I've found that I can get 25 squares, 5 of each of the different combinations out of each set of 5 times 20 gram minis. So what I'm going to do is crochet them all, and then when I've done them all at the end of the year, I'm going to sew them all randomly together. I'm not going to do them all this month. This was the one, this was the next month. I'm going to just put them all random and stitch them all together because I think that it will look nice. I know I know what I can do. Hang on, that was just Meg coming down. So I'm just going to arrange these on Lillian's pillow. So this is the March collection. So this time, oh, I've got a frog in my throat. Hang on. I think it's gone. I'm just going to arrange these on this pillow. So this time, it's turquoise, yellow, pink, lilac and purple, a darker purple. And it's What a Feeling. What a feeling. First when there's nothing. Right, so I'm just trying to give you an idea of how it might look once I've done. But there are more colours to come. So what was the feeling this time? Oh yeah, tell it to my heart. That's this month's one. I hope you're enjoying your concert that you're getting. It's very good, isn't it? And I just think it's going to look lovely and random. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got one more of that one to go in. Which one am I missing? That one. Put that there. This is going to be a disaster. I think this is all going to fall off when I show it to you. But we'll find out. 1, 2. Put that one there. This isn't how they're going to be arranged in real life. I'm just demonstrating. to give you a feel of what I'm running on about. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's missing here? That one. Is it that one? Yeah. So it's all going to be random and lovely. 1, 2, 3. I've got one missing here. That one? No. No, not that one. I bet you're enjoying this. Good, isn't it? Hey? Bet you're glad you tuned in today. Hang on, 1, 2, 3. Ah, this is the last one. That's it. So if I put another dark one there, you'll see. So it's going to be all random. And that's what the final thing. Well, there are another 9 months worth to go into this, so I don't know how big it will be at the end, but that's just to give you a bit of a. Now I've muddled them all up, but that's what I'm doing this month, and I want to try and keep on top of it. There's Meg. You go back to bed? She's having a Meg day. Have I told you about a Meg day before? You don't do anything all day, you just lay in bed. Brilliant. I'd like a Meg day. So I've got 3 more. Now I've got another 15 of these, of this variety to go. And then I've finished this month's, and I think I can manage to get, if I start, now I get about 5 done in an evening with these. So that's another 3 nights. But that does depend on what time I start. But I'm also trying to sew in the ends as I go along, but I'm not doing a very good job of it. So these are the next, these are the March ones, and then the April ones, those should be arriving at some point. Oh, I've sewn all those in, that can go in that bag. Lovely. Well, I'll sort all this out later, but I think it's going to be lovely. Here they are, here's all the colours for this month. But I have hardly any left over. And I'm sewing in the ends, but I'm leaving this end because these are the ends I'm going to sew everything together with once I've done. I think there's going to be a Bobby Dazzler. And in here is something I've bought at the East Anglian Yarn Festival from Ellie. So it is actually all made with her stuff. Oh, where is it? I've already got it out. Have you stopped watching yet? I wouldn't blame you. I've got a back jumper on back to front. I'm disorganised. Can't find my crochet hook. Here it is. It's all muddled up in here. That's why I couldn't find it. Oh, it's lovely, this crochet hook. It's called a Clover Amour. And I bought it from Ellie. So I'm using a 3mm. So I'm using her wool and her hook. It's lovely, this hook. I think I've tried these before and I weren't keen. Or maybe that was a different one, but I love this. And I really like crocheting with the thin wool and a like more slender hook. What am I all about? This is a very old basket. I made this a long time ago, but it's just right for this. What is that? Very old. Right. Oh, have I got time to show you all my purchases? We'll try our best. Right. So I got that hook. I'm now going to show you my purchases from the East Anglian Yarn Festival. So I got that hook I showed you a minute ago, and also from Ellie's stall I bought this for James to make him some socks with, and it's opal, I won't say it, that, and the colour, oh, I don't know. Well, there we are, that's the information, but Lizzie picked it for him, so I might cast that on because I do need some book knitting. Right, what we got next? Lizzie finished knitting a scarf, so she needed something new, so I treated her to this. She is going to make her first hat with this, and this is called Grandma's Bathroom. Oh, I like that, do you? And it's 85% superwash merino, 15% neon Donegal nips. Nip. I can't start again now. We're 46 minutes in. And it's from James Makes Yarn. I could have bought everything on this stall. It's lovely. So Lizzie's going to make a hat out of that. It's much more, it's coming up as more of a bluey green there, but it's very vivid in real life. That's more like it if I put it here. So that's Lizzie's. I need to cast this on for her. I think she'll like making a hat. It's really nice. Can you see all these little bits in it? So that's Lizzie's. I showed you my Pixie Yarn club that I bought last week. Well, I keep saying last week, a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? But I forgot to show you this. I got this from her stall as well. Look at that. And the colour is called Mam, and it's DK. I think this was a Mother's Day colourway. Beautiful. I didn't realise I'd picked up the DK, but I am not oh, I keep getting called by solar panel people. Let's decline. I'm not disappointed I picked up the DK at all. I loved it with DK. I'll make some socks out of this one. Isn't it beautiful? Look at all those lovely colours. So there's that one. I also went to a stall. Oh, it was a beautiful stall, and I've regretted not buying some of the big wool that was on the stall. It was called Knotted by Nish, and I was very attracted to this. It's called Rainbow in the Clouds, and it's 100 grams and a 20 grams, both 75% merino, 20% nylon. This stall looked lovely. It had all black cloths and all lights, and it really made all the lovely wool she had really pop out. So this is the one I got, Rainbow in the Clouds. I think that's really nice. Reminds me of some tissues I had when I was little. I was obsessed with tissues for some reason when I was little, but I was scared of people sneezing, which is a bit weird, isn't it? And I had some rainbow coloured tissues, and they were scented. They were lovely. I'd love to smell that smell again. So that's that. I love that pink as well. I thought I'd gone like crazy, but I haven't. I only bought one other thing. Well, I did buy some patterns, but they are in my phone, so I'm going to have to tell you about them next time, because there was a lady, she had all sorts of lovely jumpers on her stall, and the ones I wanted, she didn't have paper copies of them, so I bought them from her online shop. So I'll tell you about those next time, because they are lovely. So this is from Wild Woolers, And I think this is naturally dyed. Oh, oh thank goodness. You'll understand why. It's dyed with indigo and onion. She must have given it a good old wash. I also bought last year from this lady a pattern to make a shawl, and I thought I'd buy the wool from her stall to make the shawl that I'd bought last year and hadn't ever knitted, so that's what these will be used for. And this is called Wild Wooller's Gossy Green, and it's 100% non-superwash merino. So I'll make that shawl out of that and keep my fingers crossed I don't smell like pickled onion. But I don't. It doesn't smell. Thank goodness. Indigo and onion. Where do people come up with these things? I don't know if I told you this, but Johnny works in like a it's a cafe, but it's not like a beans on toast with egg cafe. It's a well, let me tell you one of the things they serve. He told me about this sandwich the other day, and I went, oh, what, people buy that? I can't remember what. It was some sort of meat with Stilton and pickled onions. And I went, ugh. And he told me they sell out of this sandwich every day. I wouldn't buy it. Oh, if I saw that on the menu. Ugh. Why did I tell you that? Oh, pickled onions, yeah. So that's that. So I didn't get that much. I thought I would have gone wild. And then I bought this book from the same lady. I bought a lot when I walked in. I went a bit crazy. Well, I thought I had, but I feel like I bought a lot in a short space of time, and then I had to go and have a cup of tea and calm down a bit. So I bought this as well. Lace edgings and insertions. Got this book here about knitting lace. It did make me laugh. I did tell quite a few people that I bumped into that I'd bought a book about how to knit lace, but I do know how to knit lace, but I don't know, something came over me. But there were some patterns. I think that's why. Yeah, there's some patterns in here. Like, I really like that cardigan there. And then there was a shawl as well, I think. And I think this is written by the lady that dyed this. So I bought that, and then I went to, oh, I've just found something else I'd forgotten about. I went to Tilly Flop and I bought these sock bands to put around socks that I knit for people as a gift, or as a present, as I like to call it. There's all different designs, so I could write on there, you'd better wear these. There's all the little things you can tick so that people know what to do with them. And I've got this as well. Was it? Oh, I bought two patterns from this person. I was really fascinated by this shawl. There were two different versions of them. One was a colour work one, and then this is just a plain flat one. And I really like that. I'd like to have a go at knitting that. It's called Zigzag Pizzazz. Oh, I do like the word pizzazz. A 3D scarf, Chroma Nema. So I got the pattern for that. And then I bought this pattern as well, which is for lace, because I have got some lace that I haven't used yet. Although I'm thinking, I have thought of something I could do with it. This is called a Quiet Cowl. Contemplation 2. And it's a lace weight cowl. And it came with, there was a kit as well. There was a skein, and it just had like one blob of this blue on it, and that's how it knits up. Yeah, so I thought that was nice as well. I've got one more thing in my bag to show you, but it's not What's this? Ah, this is where I bought those patterns from online, but I will show them to you next time properly. Hiris Makes. Maybe I should print out the front pages of them all. Lovely patterns. I bought 3. I'd quite like to make Lizzie a little yellow cardigan. She's really into like the 60s, because that's where we're up to now in Call the Midwife, and she loves the Beatles. So I think she'd quite like a little yellow cardigan. But I just wanted to show you this as well. So I've got into a bit of a habit, although I haven't done it for a little while. I've started, because I was keeping my phone out of the bedroom at night time, but I've started to have it in there again. And then I ordered some funny, I've got them on, these slippers. Things just keep turning up at night time, at the daytime, that I've ordered in the night. I had a box of coffee the other day. I ordered a few things. Nothing crazy. I'm only talking like little bits, but I forget. And I had a parcel come through the post the other day, and it said Bird Street yarn. I thought, oh, I've done it again. What have I ordered this time? And I forgot about it. But it was actually a present from Claire and John from Bird Street. Oh, look at that. And it's called Defying Gravity. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who'd ground me, take a message back from me. So this is, as you can see, based on Wicked. And it's got all the different colours that I associate with Wicked. We've got the black for the Wicked Witch's hat and wonderful cloak. We've got pink from Glinda. We've got all the green from the Wicked Witch's skin. And I just think it's lovely. So I'm going to have to make myself something really special with this. I know, I could make... I've just remembered something else I've cast on that I haven't shown you. I'll have to show you that last time. The new film comes out in November. I can't wait. So maybe I'll make some socks for me to wear when I go and watch it again, because I have started a scarf, but I forgot to show it to you. It's lovely, isn't it? I really like that. What a lovely treat. I think, yes, they've dyed this on zebra yarn as well, and it looks really nice on that as well. Beautiful. I think that's it. I've decided what I'm going to do with my Beautiful Bunting colourway. I'm going to make myself a jumper, but I don't feel I want to start it until I've done a bit more of this shawl. I don't like to have too many big things on the needles at one point. Of course, I feel like I don't it feels like you don't get a lot done. Not that it's a race, but I've also found something I want to do with my lovely blue hydrangea wool that I got from Les Family Yarn as well, which was my runner-up colourway. I know I'm going to make a jumper out of that as well. I've just spotted something else I haven't seen. I haven't shown you. That can wait till next time, because we're up to an hour now, and I think you've had enough. Shop update. Now, I was supposed to be using these this week or last week to make bags for my next shop update, but I got orders for a lot more Beautiful Bunting bags than I ever expected, so thank you very much for buying one, for the people who did. They've all gone, they're all out, but I was going to use these, so I'm going to be using these next week to make some shops for my bag. some bags for my shop. Don't pause when I pull that face. But this week for my shop, I'm making, because it's half term, Lizzie's about, and we've got a few rainy days. We've had a very rainy day yesterday. I'm making a selection of bears, bunnies, lambs, kittens, and something new, piglets, for my shop. They haven't got arms and legs yet, or skirts. Oh dear, sorry. But I'll just show you a couple. So this is one of the new piggies. This is a little lamb. We haven't got arms or legs. I know, but you will. You're going to get jumpers as well. I've just about finished your jumpers now. This is one of the little bears. And this is a kitten. And the bunnies are going to be made this afternoon. Some more bunnies. But keep an eye on Instagram, because these will be in my shop on Easter Monday. But they're not finished, as you can tell. You will be done soon. Let me show you their jumpers. So I've made some jumpers for them out of my beautiful bunting. They're very sweet. So they'll be in my shop Easter Monday, but I will confirm the time and also who will be available, what will be available nearer the time. But Easter Monday is this Monday now coming. And I'll put the link to my shop in the description box. I've finished, but I've got loads more still to show you, so I'm going to have to come back again soon. You go over there, don't worry. Oh. I've got more to show you, more stuff. I've just spotted something over there I haven't shown you. I've got another scarf to show you as well. So I'm going to have to come back soon, aren't I? Well, I think that better do. Right, let's clear up. I've got to take the dogs out, and then I'm going to go for a walk up to the garden centre to see what plants are out and about. Maybe some primroses would be quite nice. And then I'm going to come home and do some arms and legs of those friends you've just seen. Well, it's been nice to see you all again. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm not. Yeah, I think that better do. I better turn my jumper around the right way, hadn't I, before I go out? But wouldn't this look nice as a jumper? Right, I'll see you all soon.